Hey, Umuchina Kele, or Abrala. Hey, I'll get in the money here. On that boy. Ahamadike, Biafra. Ahamadike, Biafra. Ahamadike, Biafra. Biafra, Kwenu. Hey, I don't talk him before. When I know what here. When I come block on here, say when I know what here. No problem. When the war start, we go know who be who. Biafrans. How many times did I call you? You don't want to listen. I say boycott every churches that is against freedom. Boycott every food from the Fulani herdsmen. Boycott every onions from the Boko Haram. Boycott anything that come from the north. When we say that no one more could go, they don't want to leave us where we go. But they want to carry their food to poison us. Go punish them. I start going to boycott anything will go bring death. And timely death for Igbo land. Biafra land, boycott all their food, not eat their food. I don't talk about boycott Dangote product. Anything where you bring. Now lie, you want to take and kill you. It want put you under subjection. No listen to them. No buy their food, no buy their cement, no buy their chicken, no buy their anything. I tell you, if you try them, God don't punish you. Now then they hungry you. Now that is the hungry you. Let's I forget. Make I ask now one question. Jumama and Emeka, make I answer me this question very carefully. Land did not finish for Sabah. Land did not finish for Were. Land did not finish for Anambra. Land did not there Port Harcourt. Land did not there Aba. Why when they deceive themselves, saying only Yoruba land and Hausa land when I go build the whole match when I go get in the whole world. Now crazy the world now. When are they crazy? May God forgive you now. Make them come back home. I don't talk about. I say boycott every food from Hausa. Boycott their kuli, boycott their suya, boycott their sugar cane. You don't block your say no one here. One day, I tell you, one day, very, very soon, they go roast human being like a suya, give you for me to go chop and from Hausa, go this and I limit. I don't talk about. No one listen. Take time. Biafrans. Boycott anything that has to do with the Hausa Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, all their products. Now lie. I said I lie, yo. They want to take and kill you. They want to take your land, invade your house and sleep with your women. They're dangerous. So anything that has to do with them. Remember, Boko, when I say Boko, you say haram. When I say Boko, you say haram. When I say Boko, you say haram. Fulani herdsmen. Fulani herdsmen. They are bet of the same feather, so all of them be the same thing. Now, brothers and sisters, though, they know they look back for a kilo, they chop human being like suya. That's how I did not tell you. Any Igbo man, any Biafra man, where you make investment for North, for Kanu, for Sokoto, for Medugri, Taraba, anywhere where you get investment. Sell and come back home, die no day. They won't kill you. Boycott anything that has to do with Hausa. They are dangerous. No, sir, I do not tell you. They say they be get a man, no take them all. They say they do pedicure, they do manicure, they want clean your leg, they want clean your house. No grill, they want kill you, they go chop you. Not only that one, including their food and their product and anything that has to do with them. Anything where one consign them, not them. Not only that one, if you not say there for Lagos, if they go to Yoruba man church, if they waste your time, carry your time, they pay, they throw your money up and down. Sell the whole property where you go there. Go back home. They don't want you, they don't want you, you know one listen. The people where they bring on this message in a Biafra referendum media group worldwide under the leadership of Mazen and the Kane Ohamadike Biafra, one of Biafran land. Thank you, Kemesia.
Why get holy, Mr. Producer?
Ipob, one way only, all must go.
All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not by force to be together. It's not by force to be together. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not by force to be together. Naturally, Biafra go. Let my people go. Naturally, Biafra go. Naturally, my people go. Naturally, my people go. Let my people go. Wake up this morning, I look in the sky, all I see is rising sun. Choloma. Obono Chukuna Nolua, the land of the rising sun. Yeah, let my people go. Yeah, let my people go. Ekele Nande Kalo, for making us to know what freedom is all about. Yeah, Ekele Nande Kalo, for making us to know what freedom is all about. What freedom is all about. Yeah, Ekele Nande Kalo, making us to know what freedom is all about. Blessing at all, make a leggy, oh, Pakistan, Onyama Biafran, we are not fighting for war, but freedom. All we need is freedom. And the Kalo make a leggy, oh, Onyama Debo, make a leggy, oh, Olu Nekuri, Bolu make a leggy, oh, Olu make a leggy, oh. One great family, we can never vanish. We can never be afraid. We remain the same. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not by force to be together. We are not fighting for war. We are fighting for freedom. Let my people go. Let my people go. Let my people go. I feel we one family. Let my people go. We live together as one. Let my people go. We can never be banished. Let my people go. No matter what the devil may do. Let my people go. We keep on going higher. Let my people go. We are one love. Let my people go. Umuchuko kikabiam. Let my people go. Nande Kalo. Let my people go. Eji mohura wase. Let my people go. Obasibi edike bagu. Let my people go. Eba poleno. Let my people go. Asengato lojo. Let my people go. Oye neche vite no kiso. Let my people go. Whether devil like it or not. Let my people go. Biafra must come. Let my people go. We must be free. Let my people go. Credible you see. Credible you see. Against me anyway. Akwa ngona ngabana Biafra ya against him no wasi. Guess you gonna make it one day. Guess you gonna make. We are going higher. Incredible you see Wabia.
Our Father who art in heaven, Nanyin kebine ligwe, ka hagedin so, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Chukwa Biama believe we're whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, We will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said.
Good morning, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are across the globe. I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra and a very live broadcast on this very fateful day, the 12th day of the month of April, the year of Chukwukikabiama 2019. Radio Biafra Extra is streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Supreme Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafor. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He is the man that have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And he stood by his word to this very moment. Of course, he is standing in the deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandioku Kano, the Prince of Afari Beku. The one who stood against all odds to defend the interest, to defend the collective interest of the Biafran people. Everybody in Nigeria is fighting for their family. They are fighting to make sure that the currency in their bank account does not reduce. They are selfish, they are greedy, only few good men stand aside. And he takes the lead. His name is Mazen Nandioku Kano, the Prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom. And the Ibeku Kingdom is in Omuahia. And Omuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Abia State. And by the special grace of Chukwukikabiama, I remain George Onibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Delta State. Everybody in Delta State. Of course, you know, we now have Ikuri Awosa, Igbo Awosa. You now have Abo Awosa, Ijo Awosa, Urubu Awosa. Up to the extent that they are dragging to own a piece of land, burying site in Anambra to Fiakwa. Up to the extent, what is the height of humiliation? Invariably, they are telling you your land is a graveyard. It will become a cemetery in the future. And some of you thinking, no, it's the unity of one Nigeria. Is it going to bring foster unity and love and among? Is there anything love is? Oh God. Let me not digress further. This morning, without wasting much of our time, we will move ahead to our topic this morning, which is simple: why they don't want to talk about us. Why they do not want to talk about us. Some people will say, of course they are talking about us. Yes, I know. They must talk about us officially. I didn't say they shall, or maybe they must talk about us officially. It's just a matter of time. Don't play the saboteur game. I went through a documentary program of the Nigerian genocidal war against Biafrans, and this commentator, this British Satan, who actually, you know, it is Yoruba and British government that write our history. So when I see our people, Biafran people, being fooled like monkey and babu, I don't blame them. Because when the enemy write the history, your history, I wonder what they are going to tell your children that you really are. And they say how did this useless Oyibo man put it? He said the rebellious Biafran. We rebellion. We secessionalists. You give us every evil name to make our children feel that, oh, your fathers did wrong. My fathers were very gentle, and I must tell you, very reserved people. Because with what they have seen, and they wage against the war of tyranny and injustice for 3 good years, and with what we have seen today, we will do it for all our lifetime. We would rather die of kwashoko than for Nigerian to remain. So where you are yapping and jumping up and down, hey, protecting Nigerian integrity is something all of us must do. You have no idea what is coming for all of you. But let's go back. Why they don't want to talk about us? But they shall, they will, they are doing it already. They will say it officially. The level of hypocrisy that is being manifested by the so-called world leader is unbelievable. We're watching all of you. We have set a gallery and a stand for you to come and display your stupidity. Everybody is just watching you. So when you are self-acclaimed world leader, you are there yapping and talking and you think you're becoming relevant. I want you to have one thing at the back of your mind. People are measuring you. People are observing you. People are now beginning to study you. Poor men are now beginning to wake up. Those you have subdued and reduced to a shell of a banana, they are all watching you. Let me tell you the last stand of disgrace for the global community. They all went, even Nigerian government went to commemorate, to remember those who died in Rwanda genocide. Oh my God, this is the height of hypocrisy. And you see, even Nigeria, that as I'm talking to you now, thousands of Nigerians died this night. They went to remember those who died, the Rwanda genocide. But when Rwandans were being massacred, was it a genocide? No. There are men and women in White House. There are men and women in Theresa May house. There are men and women, what did they call it? It is a chartered house and animal house in Britain. Who would have been able to stop this thing? Men and women in China and Japan who could have intervened. Men and women in Russia, in Germany, in Israel who could have intervened to stop this thing. I don't blame them, because it is time for African people, African man, to stand up and fight to defend their territory. Or else we will always be left at the mercy of our enemy. And you see all these vultures. They now say, oh, Rwanda genocide, it will not happen again. But you do not know that more than those who died in the so-called Rwanda genocide have died this night alone in Nigeria. If you are on Facebook, you see the video of Nigerian Boko Haram army. These are official registered army. American army are fighting to protect American citizens. Even the so-called Saudi Arabia, all these Akkadian army and terrorists, they are all fighting to protect their own people. Only in Nigeria, you see Nigerian army reduce their own people they are supposed to protect to rubbish. You see them coming to arrest IPOB. You think they are going to fight international war. Don't look at Nigerian army if you're on Facebook. But nobody will talk about it. Nobody. They're looking for things that are irrelevant. That is what they want you to listen. Oh, do you know that there is a woman who can cook okra soup in America? She's actually from Nigeria. And so if a Nigerian woman cook okra soup in America, is that a skyrocket discovery? This is what BBC deceive all of you. Do you know that we just saw one Nigerian boy at the age of 10, and this boy can actually prepare a rocket jet? And so what? Do you know what we are capable of doing without this total emasculation of our people? Don't deceive yourself. Those are old news. You are not interested in them. We want BBC. We want CNN. We want Al Jazeera. We want Fox News. We want all these so-called world media to come out and tell the world the truth. If really there was any genuine reason behind Geneva Convention, if there is really any genuine reason behind the United Nations, this is one thing we all know. When Berlin Conference were held, Africa was divided like Momo among the so-called European nations and others. And most Africans thought it was for their good. It's disheartening. It is disheartening, I must tell you. They don't know it is for their good. So therefore, let them work very hard, and along the line, let them see how they can be able to, adjust and metamorphose, and Africa will be very good. And some of our fathers even joined them. Some of our ancestors joined them. The same way, when you hear them do what they do, you think it is for your own good. Today, they talk, Rwanda genocide. What of the Jewish Holocaust? And some people will say 6 million Jewish died. And then, something is wrong somewhere, because over 10 million recorded Biafrans died. Nobody said anything about them. BBC and CNN, Al Jazeera, they are working very hard to make sure that the voice of the Biafran people are not heard. And some of you are saying, hey, not until I begin to hear them talk about Biafra on CNN and BBC, I will not, you people are not serious. And then I will tell you, you will die for nothing. Because we don't even want them to talk about us. At the right time, they shall, whether they like it or not. It doesn't matter. At the right time, go and ask Nigeria. Late Buhari was telling them, if you talk about IPOB, we will shut down your TV station, we will shut down your radio station. But what are they doing today? This is some of the reason why I love our supreme leader dearly. He said, don't worry, leave them. At the right time, they will talk about us. But we must not be distracted. It is just a simple question. It is just to make you understand what is obtainable. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody mislead you. Why they don't want to talk about it? Nigerian, they know is bleeding. Nigeria is made up of 3 countries, the Arewa, the Oduduwa, and the Biafran. But when it concerns the Oduduwa, the British government will move it forward. You can imagine that Aboki man. Did I say Aboki? That Barawu Dambanza Fulani man, known as Amadou Bello. When he entered London the first day, he was admiring traffic light, traffic pole, as if it was something made in heaven. But here they choose him above Nnamdi Azikiwe. I must tell you that if it regards the Oduduwa people, they will tell you that Awolowo came with a red carpet. He was recognized. Even some pastors who are fraudulent are being given red carpet to London. As far as you can undo your people, you are there. But when it comes to the issue of Biafra, as he just talked Biafra, they will say, remove it, remove it. Let me tell you, those of you on the UN, how disgraceful you are. I remember the last time, on many occasions, Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, want to talk on the floor of UN. Most of you will start walking out. And then when I look at you, you think you are a human being? To fear, I spit on your grave. I thought UN was actually there to ensure that no act of terrorism, no act of inhuman degrading treatment is meted to any people. And when somebody who comes from one of the most endangered species on the face of the planet Earth want to make his voice heard, because you are a Muslim or because you are a terrorist, you stand up and you begin to walk out on them. The issue of Biafra will never be listened to until the world come to their senses, because of so many reasons. Of course, Nigeria is bleeding. There is this terrorist woman who is on Facebook telling them, Taraba people fought for Buhari, this one do for Buhari, they must listen to us. The woman is shopping everywhere on social media. But this was the same woman who attacked our leader for crying out that our people are being killed. All this seed you people have sown, all this hulu balu you people have caused is shabumerang. And somebody made a post and said, no, nobody died in Zamfara. It was a Photoshop, because this was the same thing you people were doing. If you fail to do what you are supposed to do now, based on the virtue of the divine position where you currently occupied, your people will suffer what you have done. Any country that have fought against Biafra restoration, all of them must be brought to their knee. Islam will take over Britain. Islam will take over Britain completely. That which they fear will come upon them. They don't want Biafra to divide, but there will be Brexit. Only the genuine communities in Europe will survive this thing that is coming. Don't say, no, these people can't do anything. They are monkey and babu. I agree. Monkey and babu will rule the world very soon. I can assure you, if you fail to do the right thing. It's simple. My leader will say simple physics. It is simple. There was a time a man challenged God. This is the only man acknowledged by the Bible that he single-handedly ruled the world. Not even Rome. Emperor didn't rule the world, but Nebuchadnezzar did. But he lived 7 years like an animal, according to your Bible. There were a time of the gracious, the medias, and the patience. There were a time when you thought you are invisible. Where are you today? So if you are thinking you are invisible today, there is a God that sees above the heavens. He decides who is born and who will die. He decides who he uses or who he will reject. And that is why, considering the life of Saul and the life of David, you begin to wonder. And he's watching all of you. But to you, comrade, to you, fellow Biafrans, when you look through your window, hoping somebody will come and defend us and present our case to the world, if you think somebody will wake up one day and tell them, no, killing of Biafrans must stop. If you are looking up somewhere in your Yoruba church thinking that God is going to intervene and free us one day, if you are those people among the dreamers like Joseph who is believing that somewhere along the line Angel Michael or Angel Gabriel is going to come down to save you, if you are part of those people who think that your association and assimilation policy of indirect rule of both terrorists, the most advanced terrorists in the world, will save you, then think again. Because they will never do such a thing. Nigeria is bleeding. Millions of Nigerians are dying. Nigerians has become used to dead bodies. Nigerians love dead body. What they check every day as they tune to their radio this morning, what they want to hear is the figure of how many people that have been murdered in cold-blooded by Fulani headsmen who have the monopoly over killing, who have the certificate to kill fellow citizens, if I will use that word. And then they say, oh, 20 people was killed in Abakaleke. Do you know that 60 people were killed in Enugu? And then another 300 were killed in Israel land. Then do you know that 90 died in Jos Plateau? Because they are Christian, then they have to kill another Christian in Kaduna. And then what people are saying is, please, what is the total number of the people who died this night? The person says, it's just only 300. Okay, thank God, only 300 died. Thank God, though. BBC will not say about it. Al Jazeera will not say about it. Fox News will not say about it. The so-called world media you're depending to tell you the truth will not say anything about it. And some of them are not happy. Radio Biafra is existing. Oh my God, may He have mercy upon all of you. But for you Biafrans, this is a message you have to take home. Nobody will talk about you because they are part of the conspiracy. They are part of the conspiracy. Why do you expect you want them to run themselves down? And until BBC say it, I won't believe it. But go and watch BBC. They are busy advertising. What do they call this food? Nigerian ministers invite. Is it a cheesard or burger or puff puff? What is this food they can even import with their food? You want them to talk about you, and then you have to reason again. The people who would have stood up to speak about it are actually among the conspiracy. When you hear Nigeria, oh, Nigeria is one, it had to remain one, the unity and the peace of Nigeria is unnegotiable, it's untouchable, it's going to remain one. One, Nigeria allowed British government to steal, to rob Africa without being known. America may be part of the people feeding on the misery of our people. They can pretend for all I care. But the truth is that if America know what British government is stealing from Africa on daily basis, they would have gone mad, because they were once in this condition where we find ourselves today, placed subdued by the same British government. But how would they know when British government rather sink their empire, their kingdom, than to allow anybody know what is going on? So when you hear Theresa May, when you hear Albright, when you hear British High Commissioner to Nigeria, you think they are going to save you. Very soon they will start chasing all of you. Very soon. But whatever they like, let them do. The point is that if they fail to allow Biafran to go, they will all meet their Waterloo. It is not a threat, it is a promise. They will be watching all of you. Because the world, I think, is ripe for taking. Of course, Nigeria is already uploading. The people who conspire to subdue you, what the hell do you think they're going to talk about you? You want your enemy to give your story? It's like waiting for our Sama to come and tell the world, I don't like what they are doing to Ijob people. How can Ijob people own you almost all you wear, and yet none of Ijob man have all you wear? I don't like what they are doing to Igbo. How are they killing Igbo people? And yet nobody will say this for you. You are the one who will say it. As Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano has done more than enough. But sometimes I don't question why he do what he does. But I know there is a power who sits above the heaven that shapes the way ahead of him. People who conspire against you will never talk about it. Oyele Bayasa belong to Jigawa, but the gold in Samvara, it belongs to Uli Awosa and Fulani. And the Yoruba will get some percentage. Because after all, Oyele Bayasa that belong to Jigawa, somewhere along the line, Yoruba have their own percentage. When we are supposed to focus on the real issue. So people will still tell me, oh, don't you know Igbo people have Oyiwe? Yeah, Igbo people do. Why did they chase Goodluck out of office? Because the renewal of those Oyiwe will break the camel's back. The people you are waiting to talk, they are the ones conspiring against you. So they will never talk about you. Number two, why they don't talk about Biafra issue. They are responsible. They are responsible. I keep on saying it. The reason I will not look at America in the face and talk to Donald Trump or anybody who is heading the affair of America is because I know America have its own issue to settle, because they were fighting Vietnam. Only God knows why. And they're Britain, the greatest vulture, carnivorous animal around that time to eat African skin. The Satan itself had the privilege to murder over 20 million Biafrans. Some say it's 3.5, some say 6 million Biafran, some say 10 million Biafrans, and so on and so on. But believe me, if we want to go deep down into the ones eaten by crocodile, into the one eaten by shark, into the one that acid was poured on their body in order to make them completely decompose, so you will never even be able to discover their DNA, over 10 million Biafran died. And when these people say it, they say, oh, this war of secessionalists, how do they even call us? A rebel citizens, this over 1 million down. You think the dead body of 1 million people is 1,000 of chicken? All of you will pay the price. Somewhere along the line, on Radio Biafra, we will say, do you know that 1 million British people were killed? Britain will say it can't be possible when German almost drove you out of your land. Why did you look for alliance to deliver yourself? So that thing you are doing now, you think you are invisible. If you pass this junction, another junction is at the front. So Biafrans, for your information, they are responsible. Britain will fight hard to make sure Biafra will not come. Because in their mind, they think, oh, we are going to come and revenge them. We don't want to revenge anybody. I don't want to revenge Hausa. I don't want to revenge Yoruba. I don't want to revenge British government. I don't want to revenge sabotage. We don't want to revenge anybody. Our demand, our request is simple. Let us go. Disintegrate this evil enclave. But you continue like this, revenge will meet all of you. The way you are waiting, did the BBC talk about Mazen Nandekano? Did they mention it before? He said, no. He said, did they talk about Biafra? He said, no. Did they talk about IPOB? He said, no. He said, then they are not serious yet. You are waiting. That time they will now say, you see, IPOB has worked very hard. You see, BBC and CNN and Al Jazeera and Fox News. Which other useless newspaper do you have across there? Looking to tell you the best lipstick and the best wig to wear across the globe. And then you say, oh, these people are making impact. Of course, you are a cabal. You now go to the so-called fucking media and tell them, oh, do you know I'm a Biafran? That is when all of you will become Biafra. We know all of you. Stop deceiving yourself. It may never happen until we do what we ought to do. They will never talk about Biafran issue because they are afraid of Biafra. When we say this name Biafra, it should be the Holy Ghost fire many Christians fear. If we say this name, Biafra, is the name that Muslims fear across the globe, you will doubt it. But you have the privilege of experimenting it. When you see that your Yoruba pastor speaking in tongue, that your Yoruba pastor, after speaking that in tongue, or get close to him and say Biafra, you will see, if care is not taken, he will bite his tongue. No wonder our supreme leader say Biafra Buahana Chuajomo, the name that drives evil. They are afraid of Biafra. They are afraid of Biafra. It's unbelievable that you don't even know the power that name carry. Sometimes I begin to think that normally Christians are supposed to pray in the name of Biafra. Everybody will say amen. Then you will see miracle. They are telling you it's in the name of Jesus. Who is Jesus? Is Yehoshua Jesus? Is Emmanuel Jesus? British people can concoct name and say it's Jesus. Go and ask an Israeli man if Jesus was actually from Israel. They know nothing about Jesus. The same way you are jumping up and down, Niger Delta, Niger, upland, randland, but online. I'm from Delta now. Who is Delta man? Until British government concoct name and give you, you become an idol worshipper, but you think you are a Holy Ghost worshipper. Some people say he's blaspheming Jesus. But who is Jesus? Is his name Jesus? Don't you know Jesus is interpreted as Isa in Islam? Don't you know the same Jesus is Joshua or Yehoshua? He's Jesus. You will be surprised that it is this name Biafra that actually chases away evil spirit. You don't need to fast and pray. Near Yoruba person and say Biafra in your church, he will bite his tongue. He may chase you out of the church, arrest you, or you will never come to that branch again. They are afraid of Biafra. You don't blame them. The name of Biafra cannot be mentioned on the floor of United Nations, because most of them will die prematurely, untimely dead. Do you know the power in that name? So don't blame them. Just try and go to the floor of UN and say Bia before you put Fra. Everybody will run away. Every one of them will run away. Look at the people in charge of the ICC. Look at the people in charge of the ECOWAS court. The moment you say Bia before you put Fra, they will say no, transfer this matter to Francophone. Now we are in Francophone. The moment you say Bia before the lawyer will say Fra, they will say no, go and interpret it in French. Let me tell you, whether you pronounce Biafra in Arab, you pronounce Biafra in China, you pronounce Biafra in Hong Kong, pronounce Biafra in America, pronounce Biafra in Hausa dialect or Yoruba dialect, pronounce Biafra in Biafran dialect, you will get one result: Biafra. You know they change. Now Biafra in China, it is known as Biafra. In America, it's known as Biafra. In Saudi Arabia, it must be known as Biafra. And in Yoruba and Hausa Fulani land, it is Biafra. And here in Biafra land, it is Biafra. Don't blame them when they are running away from issue regarding Biafra. That name carry power. That power will destroy all of them one day. Honestly, when you are a Christian, you are Moses, you are Moses. But when you are a Muslim, you are Moses, you are not Moses. You become Musa. So when you see Hausa Fulani telling you they are Musa, if they were Christian, they went to Pope and Vatican or Yoruba church, they will become Moses. And then when you see a Christian telling you, I'm David, my name is David. But let me tell you the truth. If they happen to go and nationalize as a Saudi Arabian or one of these Islamic terrorist nation citizens, do you know what they will become? Dauda. Dauda is David. David is Dauda. But you know, for Biafra, Biafra is Biafra, and there is no two ways about it. So the name that will automatically destroy them. How dare you present them? How do you expect them to listen to you? That is why some people say, okay, let's change the name. We won't change that name. That name will never be changed. Don't even think about it. We know we are looking at the reason why they won't talk about us. They are afraid of the name Biafra, considering the atrocity they've committed against our people. They think these people, if we allow them to have their life back, it's not going to boil down easily. We have to keep them down. We have to keep them down. We have to steal and rob them. We have to murder them. We have to temper with their DNA. Of course, we see you doing out all these things, but you do not have a choice. Biafra, go and run an experiment where you see Yoruba person mention Biafra. but be ready that they will abandon you finally. They can't stand the name. But they are busy telling you, speaking with the both sides of their mouth. Arewa area boys and area father tell you, we the Arewa, the Northern and the Arewa. But the moment you say, we the Biafran people, then you will see that all these enemies that stand against us will come to nothing. They are afraid to talk about us because they are going to lose everything. I always see it. If Britain say they are world power, and those who say they are world power, let them say Biafrans go. You will see many nations will crumble today. There are many vultures gallivanting in African continent. No nation in Africa is self-dependent. They depend on one so-called world power to be relevant. But everything that make them that relevant, most of you don't know that this technology, they gallivant and portray themselves as if they have world power. Without Africa, they will not have the materials to build those items. And now you see why they want African to remain monkey and babu. And most of you are helping them. South Africa people are not killing China people in South Africa. South Africa people are not killing Americans in South Africa. They are not killing Indians in South Africa. It is fellow monkey and babu like them they are killing. They are taking our wives. They are taking our women. You don't know who you are. When you know who you are, you wake up. You think this is what Shaka the Zulu fought for? Do you know who is Shaka the Zulu? Do you ever know who is Mazizi Kunene? Do you know what they knew that you don't know today? You are a monkey. You are a babu. You are very lazy. You are a drug, Igbo smoker, and you are hopeless. Kill the whole black. Kill the people who will defend you. When our man is killing Yoruba or killing Biafra, they think, yes, they are doing the job for the almighty creator, the British government. When Yoruba are killing Biafra, they are very happy. But one truth cannot be destroyed. A black man is a black man. Wake up from your animal kingdom. You can't produce iPhone except you rob from Africa. You can't produce energy. You must rob from Africa. Most of you don't know there are so many countries who don't see sun. When they see sun, oh boy, they will naked and lie down in the street just to receive small. Most of them, even when they have this sun, they cannot come under this sun because they will have skin cancer the next 1 hour. But you see, when the sun hits down on a normal, original black man, we absorb the sun. And no wonder Bob Marley say, we are the darkness that masterminds the light. We are the darkness that masterminds the light. But that is not where we are going to. We will come there. We will come there. When Biafra is restored, they are afraid they will lose everything. Of course, you can come and steal, but this time steal with dignity. But now you are stealing like without dignity. We know. So when you are parading yourself, you see, we the international community, we the leaders of the world power, the best city in the world, we are mocking at you. You are poorer than a puppet. Most of you don't know that there are other people who are watching us. There are other races who are watching us. You think God create monkey and babu in different color and put them on earth, and there is no other creatures somewhere around the line. They are watching all of you. There are things you do not know. You don't want the people to know, but we know. We know the most advanced technological wise microscope in the world is owned by the Catholic Church. I personally studied this microscope, this telescope, or whatever. It is called Lucifer. What are they doing with it? They're looking for life after life. And recently they are telling you now, oh, we discovered black hole somewhere. Do you know that there is something worse or more than black hole you have not discovered yet? Don't you know that there are spectators looking at us? Go and read your Bible in Hebrew. He said, for we are surrounded by a large crowd of witnesses. Witnesses of the living and the dead. Witnesses of alien, of sincere and genuine people. We are surrounded by a huge cloud of witnesses. So when you are doing what you are doing, oppressing Biafran later, you are only oppressing your people. Where is Soviet Union? That lunatic went to the extent to say that even God cannot divide Soviet Union. Do you know why he said what he said? Because they were the peak of their power. So when you are saying that over my dead body, Biafra can never be restored, you will die. Biafra must restore without apology. And when that man said so, we knew that was his end. He died like a baby. The so-called Soviet Union leader who was untouchable, invisible, or almighty, hey, all of a sudden he fell sick. Small time in his presidential office, he was playing with toy. Poppy, poppy, poppy. His soldiers will come and say, yes, your highness, or whatever fucking name they call him. Your highness, please, there is issue somewhere in America. They are challenging us. Let's destroy them. He say, poppy, poppy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God, the creator, Chukwu Kikabiama, reduced him to monkey and babu. Where is Soviet Union today? Respect yourself. Respect yourself. We will talk about your story when you stop Biafra his restoration, as you're talking about the former Soviet Union. Where is Soviet Union? They did not break down, but they never knew it could be that way. So Biafrans, don't worry. They won't talk about you, because those who want to talk about you, they want to remain in control of the oil in your land. When you hear British government come out to issue press communique and say, you see, this Nigerian territorial integrity will not be tampered with. We will defend it with the whole of Europe. You think they love you? You think they love you? Come on, my brothers. They don't love you. It is the oil well. Without the oil well, they are stealing. As I'm talking to you now, go to the coastal region of Biafra land. There are mother sheep parking there. Mother sheep that most of us don't know where they are coming from. Mother sheep that are there to steal oil. Some of them can spend 1 month loading. It will not filled up. And when they drop it in UK, they will tell you that pounds is the highest currency. Virtue of criminality. Why won't terrorism thrive? I do not blame Acadians. I do not blame ISIS. I do not blame all these terrorists, because what you are doing, if you are a terrorist, you won't even do it. Terrorists go pick small girls, rape small girls, send them back when they are done with them. But you don't pick small girl. You pick infant, you rape infant. You don't even sleep with the female. You sleep with the male. At the end of the day, you convert them to corned beef. You send them back to us as African monkey and babu. We eat the flesh of our people. Most pharmaceutical drug coming across the globe to African continent are actually meant by the dead body of little children. You think we don't know? At that time you say, no, the territorial and the territorial integrity of Nigeria, and they cannot be tampered with. You are a criminal. But of course, you can still be stealing the oil. We will allow you. Please steal the oil. Let me tell you how deceptive they can be. It was yesterday I was listening to the Zoo radio, and somebody called and said, yes, I want to appreciate Governor Onyesowike. You see, Governor Onyesowike have done wonderful. We're actually renovating a road somewhere in Kano area. You now have Kaduna area inside Port Harcourt. And the radio man said, oh, you don't mean it. You people are there. Yes, he said we are there. The governor just awarded a contract to them to repair that area. And the man said, which company is actually handling the contract? Because I was following them with keen interest. Because to catch a monkey, you behave like a monkey. And they now say, oh, it is Julius Berger. And I say, Julius Berger kwa? I became more interested. Do you know why I become more interested? Julius Berger belonged to Germany. Julius Berger, for over the years, refused to work in Biafra land. South, and southeast. Why? Because Julius Berger was stealing crude oil like British government. Julius Berger, as a company, refused to be paid in any currency. So Nigerian will tell Julius Berger, go to the river there, draw oil as much as you can. And so Julius Berger are busy stealing oil, maybe taking it to Frankfurt. But they never tied any road. And when we saw the game Julius Berger as a company was playing, our people in Delta State say, no, we don't want Julius Berger. Bring construction company, pay them normal money. Let them do the job and get away. Because Julius Berger now steal more oil than more time, more road. And then Julius Berger got angry. I'm not trying to bring German government into this. But if we have to, if we have a link between them, we will rubbish all of you, hopeless people. But I'm trying to make you see how they operate. And then Julius Berger got angry and said, no, we can never work in Biafra land again. They now go to Lagos and Hausa and Yoruba land. So when you ask, where are the construction company working in Nigeria? If you hear Abato Bie construction company, Omeka Naya construction company, Chibuka Amechi construction company, Oduduwa construction company, Arab construction company. These are the company that work in Nigeria. You know what they do? They will grade your road with tractor. They will not take a black paint and paint your road. And then they will come and put it on Facebook. It will be glittering. But this is poster color, not even oil paint. Poster color. They just have to call the rainmaker and say, please don't let the rain fall until we finish our commissioning. And then what you see next is that they just finish the commissioning, put it on social media, and then they declare, hey, the road has been commissioned, rain will not start. He will watch the road. Go and ask people collecting money in Oyeme. They know what I'm talking about. Our people must understand that nobody will talk about us. Nobody. Because they want to remain in control of the Oye. Now, all of a sudden, Julius Berger now is coming back to work in Biafra land. All this is to say IPOB are lying, Biafrans are lying. Is it not Julius Berger that is working somewhere along my Kaduna Avenue? You are lying. Is it not Julius Berger that walk the bridge in Oyeme? It's a lie. It's not Julius Berger. Julius Berger will pack one truck. In fact, they paint one truck Julius Berger, and you think it's Julius Berger. It's not Julius Berger. Leave all those people. They will not talk about you because they are beneficiaries. The same people who are feeding, building city on the misery of your people. You expect them to talk about your freedom, so they will not feed again. I beg, leave them. They will not talk about you because they think that you are not educated enough. This is what they do. Oh, when you come as a black man into the world scene, what they look is he putting on suit? The man will say, yes, he's putting on suit. He say, is it France suit or American suit or Saudi Arabian suit? He say, I think that is France suit. He's putting on France suit. Let him in, let him in, let him in. The next man, the next monkey and babu will come. What is he putting on? He's putting on, okay, he's putting on France suit. Let him in, let him in. Christian Dior, Versace, Mosachi, and so on and so forth. And then the next person comes is a true Africa. He's tying wrapper without a shirt, but of course with most gold necklaces on his neck. Immediately you approach the security exit, you hear poo, 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 poo. The embarrassment they will give you, only God will help you to survive the humiliation. Why? The same gold they come to steal in Africa is what you are wearing on your neck. But they want you to dress like a proper monkey that you are. When Michael Jackson bought a monkey and put on suit on this monkey, most of you think he was an entertainer. He was passing a signal to you. He was passing a message to you. And that is when the Bible says, those who have ear, let them hear. Those who don't have ear, let them be behaving like monkey and babu. Yeah, he's not educated enough. Who is he? You know, when Mazen Nandekano want to introduce himself, he's supposed to say, I am Mazen Nandekano, I am a prince, I want to kill my father very soon, so I become the king of my community. But outside that, I schooled in Manchester, I schooled in China, I schooled in Japan, I have more than 20 PhD, I have LLB, I have Harare degree. I was educated in Allende Mon and Yende Quinso. As I'm talking to you, and currently the NGO of over 300 companies across the globe. In fact, I have sold more than 1,000 kidney of my people. I have killed many communities, destroy all of them. As I'm talking to you now, I am planning to conquer Africa more and hand over to Europe. British government, Theresa May. They will be singing his praise. They will be the one who will even, you see, we sing our leaders' praise and say, holy, 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 Nandekano is another savior. By now, angelic voice would have sung for him. The Church of England would have sung a song dedicated to the holy man of Biafra. You would have to say, now for see music where then they play for her. Nonsense. They feel you are not educated enough. Most of you are even ashamed to wear your native cloth. That is why watch almost all Biafran politicians. They are wearing agbada. Now we get agbada. Shame no they let them even wear Ushiago. Shame no they let them put on Akwete. But all of you will know the truth. And I hope it will set you free. Because if you refuse to allow this truth to set you free, it will certainly kill you. But if they refuse to speak for us, then we must all get ready to make our voice heard by every means necessary. We've spoken enough, we've lamented enough, we've wept enough, we've died enough, we've been marginalized enough, we've been emasculated enough, and believe me, very soon, if they refuse to make our voice to be heard, we will make our voice to be heard by every means necessary. And those of you who still reasoning will know where we are going to. Nobody will deter this journey. Nobody will start. No amount of blackmail, no amount of hulobalu, no amount of confusion. We are down already and we fear no fall. Oh, no talk, then go kill you. We no talk, yet then they kill us. Oh, no talk, then go arrest you. We no talk, then they arrest you. Do you know that you can be killed as a Biafran for common 20 naira you refuse to give to one Fulani, Hesme, Miati Allah, or Boko Haram? My brothers, wake up. We must be grateful to Chuko Kikabiama, I must tell you, who sent us Mazen and the Kano. We must be grateful to Chuko Kikabiama, who sent Mazu Chime for. We must be totally grateful to them. But be rest assured, whether they lie, let them talk about Biafra issue. Whether they don't lie, let them not talk about Biafra issue. At the right time, they shall, they will. Make no mistake about it. Lines are open. Our WhatsApp number remains 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line once again is 070-815-45642. For the last time, our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line, I repeat once again, is 081-221-52971. For the last time, our direct line is 081-221-52971. The special number dedicated to the female is 081-288-58614. Special number dedicated to the female is 081-288-58614. But we are going home. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Hello, Mazu.
Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead, please.
Good
The word is listening.
Good afternoon, sir, from Malaysia.
Good morning here, my brother. Go ahead,
my name is Adema Bonko from Ibodo. Ibodo is in Biafra land. Since all this why my try channel number. Due to the congestion of most of our people.
Go ahead, please.
So, my brother, I just want to thank you for your wonderful work. You are doing a great job with the people of Biafra. And the little contribution I want to contribute. Around about our leader. You know, our people are so stupid. They are so idiot. Majority of them here, they forward the video from. I told them, say, what is wrong with you guys? So you guys mean that our leader will not even enjoy with his wife? So what kind of thing you guys are saying? You guys are very stupid. They are very naive. For you to forward this message for me, you are very stupid. Okay, I thank God that the video is about him and his wife, not another lady or maybe they accuse him as a homosexual. I said you guys are very stupid. You know, I thank God for the life of our leader, because if not him, I don't even know that there's a gold mining in northern Nigeria. I showed most of the stupid guys here. I said, oh, so there is a gold miner in Nigeria. So oil in Biafra land is a national cake. Gold in mining in northern Nigeria is not a national cake. I said, look how stupid as we are. We claim that we are wise, we are this, we are that, but we are not. We are not. Okay, now our people, our land and everything have been destroyed by shell and by all the useless company that say they are tapping oil from our land, but gold have been mined in northern Nigeria. Oh God, thank God for our leader that God brought a great man and his deputy to let us know what is happening. No matter the blackmail, no matter anything, we are moving forward. Our leaders still remain strong. We are still waxing old. Our voice are being heard in the world. The more they criticize him, the more they blacken him, the more we love him, the more we fall in love with him, because he's only a man that stood and tell them that our people are no longer a fool. Our people are no longer a fool. The things you guys have been doing over 100 years is over. God will bless him. God will bless you, Mazi Onyibe. Our deputy, the whole hierarchy of Biafra, indigenous people of Biafra, the people that are piloting these affairs, God must surely protect him. Nothing will ever happen to them. Whatever thing they are doing, now I told them, there's one of my friends, I told him, in your village, there will be a time Hausa Fulani will take over your village. That's your land you are talking about. Very soon you will open your eye, you will see it. You will see it koro with your eye. If I be our leader, I will leave you guys. Let Fulani overrun you guys. Somebody is trying to bring you out from slavery. You believe that slavery is something you like. I told them here, don't worry, go back to your village. You will see what is happening there. Hausa Fulani have taken over your village. If not Radio Biafra and the IPOB today, so your name could have been sorry. So Mazi Onyibe, I'm very happy. Every morning I listen to your voice, and you encourage me, you encourage every one of us who cares to be encouraged. Okay? So I really thank you. God will bless you. God will energize you. Eyes of enemy will not see you. DSS, your Nigerian government, they will not see you. You will be invisible before them. You keep on propagating this gospel of redemption, the gospel that will bring our people back. They are using Christianity to scatter our brain, hand over by Yoruba. My brother, let me just stand by and give other people chance to air their views. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. And God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Adadino Rama. Go ahead, please. The world is listening. Yes, I think we lose that caller. The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Yeah, this is Ngozi Zochukwu calling from Canada. Mazi, just want to say thank you, Thank you for a very good job that you're doing to us.
Don't tell me thank you. Don't tell me thank you. When you want to appreciate me, say Ndewo, it cools my temperature.
Okay. Mazi Ndewo.
Now you are coming.
Ndewo,
we withdraw that thank you. Withdraw that thank you. Say I withdraw that thank you. Withdraw it.
Okay, sir. I withdraw the thank you.
And now I give you Ndewo.
Yes, Mazi. Ndewo, sir.
Go ahead.
Ndewo, all IPOB members. Ndewo. Yeah, Mazi, I just want to chip in something this evening. I just want to thank all IPOB for what they did today. All IPOB has proven that we love our leader. And there is nothing anybody can do. Initially, when I saw the video this morning, somebody sent it to me. I have to call my coordinator. He couldn't answer me. I called other of our Calgary region. None of them answered me. I called MC from Africa, and then the MC told me from Nigeria, and the MC told me that his babies are not here. No, not that I'm scared, but I'm like, how can this video be out? You know, because this is his private life. But thank God for the powerful IPOB one family. Thank God for the love we have on each other. In short, Mazi, since I joined this family, I will say my life never remained the same again. because it's a family that support one another. This is a very wonderful family that I have never seen in my life. So I'm just using this opportunity to thank everybody in IPOB. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. We all did very great. Under 2 hours, everything disappeared from the internet. Is it not a proud? Is it not a thing to be proud of? Under 2 hours, everything got disappeared from the internet. So it's something to be proud of. Anyway, Mazi, I want to say something I don't know because it is getting out of hand. This killing that Ozobro people are killing in South Africa. I don't know if I can bring it on Radio Biafra, if we can, as I'm bringing it in, if there's any way we will speak loud, because I believe it's our brothers that they are killing. They are killing themselves one after the other.
My sister.
Reducing our strong men, reducing themselves in numbers.
My sister.
Sir?
No Ozobolo son will kill another Ozobolo son. No Anyocha son will kill another Anyocha son. There is no Ejos son that will kill another Ejos son. And there is no Biafran son that will kill another Biafran son. There is more beneath that the eye can see. The world who are against, those of the world Homo sapiens that are against Biafra restoration know what they are afraid of. To be able to destabilize us, they will do everything they can. You know before now, when something happens, Igbo don't love themselves, Igbo don't love themselves. Is it trending any longer? Do you know before they will say, they are pushing cocaine? It is not Ozobolo killing Ozobolo, it is Yoruba children pretending to. Don't you know our size learning Ozobolo now?
No, Mazi, why I'm saying this to
don't
you?
Worry, let them do what they can. Don't worry about them.
Mazi, why I raise this topic is because Ohaneze and Joshin and Diama did not say anything about
because
it.
They know that those people claiming to be Ozobolo. Now let me tell you, see what you don't know.
None of them
see what you don't know. How will you speak when your puppy are doing what they want to do? No Ozobolo will kill Ozobolo. When you hear Ozobolo kill Ozobolo, go and watch it. It's Awosa Yoruba speaking Igbo. Who is doing that to tarnish the image of our people? We don't give errand to those people. Let them do what they have to do. Now, this is one bitter truth we must accept. Tomorrow you wake up now. Let me ask you a question. Which community do you come from?
I'm from Ozobolo. That is why I'm
now
saying.
Very soon now. That is exactly what they are doing.
I'm from Ozobolo, married to Neu.
Now, this is exactly what they are doing. They want you to believe we are the one killing ourselves. When you hear about kidnapper, terrorists in Biafra land, you will say we are the one doing ourselves. It's Awosan Yoruba. Awosan Yoruba. They are not publishing and making viral how many people that are dying in Nigeria every day. They are making viral to see you that our leader went to honeymoon. Is that not amazing? Ozoboro, don't kill Ozoboro. These things are blackmail. These things are meant to deter you. These things are meant to distract you. No Ozobolo, son kill Ozobolo. Leave all those things. With this, under this umbrella, they hide and massacre people inside the church in Ozobolo. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Why didn't they come up with that matter? Because they said it was drug addict, killing drug addict inside Pope Church. Inside Pope Church in Biafra land. If IPOB were not there today, you will believe that Pope people in Ozobolo killed themselves. All this were blackmail. Upgrade my sister to their level. No Ozobolo, son kill Ozobolo. Forget about those things. Yoruba and Awosa with some lunatic South African will kill our people. They will say it's Ozobolo. Have you not seen video of South African police killing Biafran's people for no just cause? Don't let them distract you.
I don't. The killing is too much.
Don't let them.
This week now, they kill somebody again.
Now, see, somebody called me and said they're killing our people, and I said to the person, "Do you know they've been killing more than they are killing today, and nobody knew? You now know because IPOB is here, and I'm happy you are part of us. Without IPOB, do you know how many Biafrans they kill every single night? Their intention is to reduce our population. But God, the creator of heaven and earth, he Chukwu Okike Abiama, have ordained it that when you kill 20 Biafra, they give birth to 1 million Biafra. Even though they have reduced us to marry one wife. Our one wife, do you know only my mother have 11 children? How I wish every Biafran women will be having like up to 30 children. Let's see how they are going to stop us. Leave all those blackmail.
That's what I used to tell women. I used to tell women.
Begin to bond them. They better be able to inside motor park than you not to have. They kill the intelligent one you have. Look at all our so-called intellectuals. They are bunch of monkeys and babu, banana, plantain. Awosa area boy salamajiri, kwande muruba, kwande moayon, polish your shoe, cut your fingernail. They are the one killing our people, raping our women, our hard-earned trained women, dignity women, raping them, leaving their dead body on the road after beheading them. Don't worry, if you don't take time now, they will tell you that that woman killed in Anam. These Fulani herdsmen raped her. After raping her, they behead her. They leave the dead body there. The governor of Anambra do. He didn't do anything. The dead body of this girl is still lying there. But if care is not taken now, let me tell you something. If care is not taken now, DSS, Yoruba DSS and Hausa DSS will come and tell you that it is Ozoboro boy that raped that woman and killed that woman. And you will agree. Don't let them distract you. Ozoboro don't kill Ozoboro. And when you talk about Ozoboro, do you know that Ozoboro is in Delta State? Are you aware? And so when you say Ozoboro Anambra, those in Delta State will be angry and they won't understand that there is Ozoboro in Anambra and there is Ozoboro in Delta State. But him and the Delta State, non a Delta State abro and I abro on the Ibu, wow on the Niger Delta. This is how much they have confused
Divide
us.
and rule.
Divide
and rule.
Don't worry.
God forbid bad thing.
One bitter truth we all have to embrace is simple. The Declaration of Independence of America, it is clearly written that day in and day out, the blood of the guilty and the innocent will be used to refresh the tree of liberty. I think that's what makes America great. Somewhere along the line, some of us have to die, and some will have to live to keep the legacy alive. And if I have to die today, so Biafran will come. I will even tell God, in fact, we have prayed to God, that if in his infinite wisdom, he decide that the sacrifice of our life will be his ultimate request that Biafran be restored, we will even give him our sons and daughter and wife alongside. God called me now as I talk to some lunatics Biafran in the toilet and say, oh, George Onibe, I want you to come now and I want to kill you so that I give you Biafra. I will say to him, oh, Chukwokika Biama, only me will not be good enough. I'm bringing my wife and my children, all of us, so that you kill us. I'm telling you the truth. We've passed that stage. Don't let them deceive us. All those things are distraction. Now, why is it? Now, let me tell you how Yoruba Gota media can be with the BBC. All of a sudden, there are a group of people who say they are Igbo love themselves. Many groups like that from Biafra land. They go to hospital meeting challenged and disabled people across Biafra land, and they are helping them. I don't know who these people is. I cannot discredit them because I know people have actually benefited from this organization. But what I'm trying to say in effect now is that, do you know that Yoruba now have Yoruba love themselves? Yoruba now have their own group. I'm telling you, if I'm with you on friend of Facebook, I will send you Yoruba love themselves. You will see one woman. He said, I'm Alahaji Kudirati Toro Toro. Brother, Bawo ni kilo rukwe. He said, Rukwe mi le Lukoya no Yedekpo. He said, oh, what are you doing under the bridge? The boy will say, oh, I just released from prison now. I don't have home again. I don't know what to go. He said, okay, don't worry. Take this 10,000 naira. Go and eat. Then take this 50,000. Pay for house. Start your life all over again. They say Yoruba love themselves. They want to tell you it's not only Igbo that love themselves. But I'm very happy when I saw such videos because at least it means that they now agree that Igbo do what? Love themselves. Biafrans does what? Love themselves. Don't let them distract you with those lies they propagate on their media. Go ahead, and sorry for interrupting you.
Mazi, let me before we go, let me sing for our leader, for my leader. Holy, 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 holy Nnamdi Kanu is my Lord and Savior. Holy, 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 holy. Nnamdi Kanu is my Lord and Savior. Mazi, you know what's in? Let the haters, let them go and jump inside lagoon.
Confirm.
Let them go and jump inside ocean.
Confirm.
You know, Mazi, this place, so this side that we are in the Western world, there is nothing like they cannot jump into the lagoon. They will not see lagoon to jump into. But you know what? How they kill themselves. So even it's not even that easy. But let them just try on the highway where they are doing 110, 100. They should be doing 180, 200, so that they will squash their head, jam their head, and touch their scalp.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you because in Nigeria there is no road you can run 100. It is 30 or 20.
No, I mean Western world here. Western world here.
Okay.
Western world here. Because even if I tell them, yes, they go drink poison. They can go and take poison, but even they will not even see poison to drink because they will not. Nobody will sell it for them. That's another thing. Doctor will not prescribe it for them. So to kill themselves will be very. They should go and hang themselves. That one is a bit because that one is acceptable here in Canada. They might commit suicide. That one is okay. If I say they should go and hang back home, they should go and hang transformer. There's no light. So let them just kill themselves. And surely they will kill themselves.
We have well. Community have well.
No,
because
if they jump inside well, they will bring them out. No, they will bring them out. And nothing will happen to them. They will swim well.
Most of the well are on the farm road. They would have been dead. Let them go and jump inside well. Then we do ritual.
How somebody go see somebody's wife. Carry the picture, they do the most, they show the whole world. They take and they talk. I was watching one program, one useless idiot program. She was just talking rubbish. Hey, come and see, I told IPOB that there will be disgrace. That this, I'm like, God, I don't want to comment because I cannot comment in that kind of person's program. But the way they were jubilating. So what I'm trying to tell them today, Mazi, let them go and die.
Thank you.
Nnamdi Kanu is my leader. I respect the wife. I love I so much love that woman.
Thank you.
Thank you, Biafrans.
God bless you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
All right, Adadenorama. My mother told me, he said, look at me, my son, and I looked at her. Very beautiful woman. My wife is not even half as beautiful as my mother. And I know my father is really greedy. And he said, look at me, son. And I looked at her. He said, see, there is no shame in the womb that gave birth to me. And so therefore, there will be no shame in the children I have given birth to. I am a Biafra. And I must announce to you this morning, there is no shame in the womb that gave birth to me. Only those who want us dead will be put to shame for the avoidance of doubt. Call on the line, are you there?
Hello, Johnny. Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where are you
calling?
Gawaniru nwa Chineke.
Ana m ekele Chineke n'ihi Nnamdi Kanu. Chọrọ m egwuri ya egwu. Onye hụrụ Nnamdi kele ya. Onye hụrụ Nnamdi kele ya. Nnamdi bụ onye ukwu. Onye hụrụ Nnamdi kele ya. Onye hụrụ Nnamdi kele ya. Nnamdi bụ onye ukwu. Ọkaka sịkwa m gwa gị Nnamdi. Aka ya dike dị n'arụ gị. Ihe ọ tọrọ onye iro ya mmiri bụ gị. Amasị izukwu. Nnamdi si na Naịjirịa kwukwu ya bịa n'ezo n'ala Biafra. Ihe ụga m ibi. Chineke gọziere m Nnamdi Kanu. Ndị na-akọrọ bishi gbasara ọnwụ ga-egbu ha. Onye ahụ postiri foto ya ha na Facebook. Before June, ọnwụ ga-egbu onye ahụ. Ihe mere na private, ya were ebupụta na public. Ọnwụ ga-egbu. Ha na-eme n'efu. Ha mechakwa my lecturer kwa ọnwụ. Ụmụ ha na-emeta ya na-alụ ọbụ ya ma ọmụmụ ha ga-egbu onwe ha. Chineke gọziere m Nnamdi Kanu. Chineke gọziere m ya. Ihe niile ha dị mma. Ọ ga-eme ka ọ dị. Ị gara ebe ọsọ na ọ ga-akpara anyị gaa kod obodo ahụ ekwere anyị na nkwa. Obodo mmiri ara ehi na mmanụ ahụ na-eriri ihe ebe ọ ga-akpa anyị ga. Chineke gọzie ya. Ana m ekele nne ya, ana m agọzi nne ya. Afọ mụrụ Nnamdi Kanu, ọtụtụ ụmụ nwaanyị na-achọ ka ha mụta nwa dịka Nnamdi Kanu. Ha mụọ Binafeti nwụju ebe niile, ha mụọ ndị efulefu nwụju ebe niile, ha na-ewuru nwatakịrị anya ọkụ na-emeghe ha ji emeghe. Ọnwụ ga-egbuchichi ha niile. A na-ekwu okwu akpọwa Nnamdi mali elu, akpọwa Nnamdi mali elu. Ị na-amali elu makwa nne mụrụ ya n'ọlụ Ugwueze. Ị na-amali elu makwa nne mụrụ ya. Chineke gọziere m. Jọji Igwe, Chineke gọzie gị. Achịkọtara m ọchị n'abalị. Asị m na aga ka njiri m anya ewu. Really African man. Really Biafran man ahịa ewu. Ijiri ihe na ha na-etuziga esibe. Kpọ ha gwogwo, were ọrụ mee ha gwogwo. Chineke gọzie gị. Always watch your back. Always be conscious.
Shalom, thank you very much. I appreciate you, Mama. But we must continue. Our enemy must understand. Genuine Biafrans must understand. The reason why we are here cannot be overemphasized. We want one thing and one thing alone, and that is our freedom. Our people must understand. It's the truth cannot be overemphasized. All we want is our freedom. All we want is Biafra restoration, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. Caller on WhatsApp, you'll be our last caller. Can you hear me, please? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yeah, Master Onyimbe, good morning.
Yes, my daddy in the Lord. His eminence. If you deny, you'll be deleted. Just accept it, daddy in the Lord. If you deny, you'll be deleted. Agree. Are you my daddy in the Lord? Go ahead, please.
You know, thank you so much, my brother. You know, we used to tell people that they have never seen anything. People thought that it's only Mazen Nnamdi Kanu who will speak on radio and everywhere will be vibrating. Just look at you. Look at others. Look at Mazi Uchemefo. Look at today, everywhere is on fire. And if you don't listen to Radio Biafra Extra, or you don't listen to Radio Biafra in the afternoon, USA, in South Africa, Middle East, you feel your life is not complete. But this morning, Mazonyibe, yes, Mazonyibe, this morning, I want to speak to Biafrans. I'm not going to talk much, just I want to clarify some things. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. I am from Umiroma. Umiroma is in Obingwa, and Obingwa is in Aba province. I am a member of the IPOB Directorate of State, and I'm representing the indigenous people of Biafra in the Middle East region. Mazonyibe, this morning, I'm just going to talk only about the video our people, the saboteurs and baby saboteurs are circulating on social media. That is all why I came on air. Everybody should listen this morning that this video was first released in 2013 or 14. During this time, before this video was released, the saboteurs, the stupid people who, many people have come to this struggle, they have come and gone, criminals, and they will continue to suffer because they have run out of idea on how to fight IPOB. Ikechukwe Enyago, Rita Nebogo, Clement Ume, these were people whom director handed over our office in Enugu. IPOB families around the world was sending computers, sending property to furnish this office in Enugu. All of a sudden, the same nonsense that used to happen in Nigeria, where they will, when people stole the property of a government or property of an institution, they will set it on fire. In that year, Ikechukwe Nyago and Rita Nibogo and all they set our office in Enugu on fire. This office, all the computers, they sold all the computers in that. hundreds of computers and they set the place on fire so that people will say that the computers were all this. That was what they did. And the director have to return back home to question why that place was on fire. They came fighting. They came with their talks. They came to kill our director that time. And on the process where there was a brawl, they stole his telephone. They stole his telephone. This video they saw, it is a private something. A man who can deny, which man can deny that he is using telephone? He might not, if not everybody. This is a private video and it means nothing. He is not naked, he is on the bed, and that is his wife. So this morning, the only thing I want to say is this. We know all the people who have circulated this video. We know all the people who have taken this thing as a job, circulating it. Our leader did not do, he's a man of honor. Even on the bed, he was not doing anything. It is his wife, even if he's doing. But why I came on air this morning, it is not because of that, but I came on air. If you know all those people who have made sure and hell-bent circulating this video, Mazonibe, on this radio Biafra Extra this morning, heads must roll on this video. They will know that most of us who are following this struggle, you can never come out to try to tarnish. If you want to challenge us on what we are fighting on, but you cannot take our leader's private video and you'll be circulating it on social media. And I ask every Biafran who is on social media, report that video to Facebook, report it 1,000,000 times, that Facebook must put that video down. If had it been I am the one who posts that video, Facebook will put it down and they find one thing or the other.
They will say you violate our policy.
They will say I violate their policy. I ask every Biafran, if you know you are on social media, go and report that video. This is a private video of our leader. And even this is a video of a head of state or anybody. Mazin Namdekano is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. You cannot circulate his private video on Facebook. Facebook cannot be allowed to circulate the video of our leader. And for those who have circulated this video, we know you. I do not want to mention them, but what I know is that head must fall. For because of this video, write it today, today's date, mark today, that heads must fall for this video. If you know that you have participated and you are one of those people who are circulating the video, I swear in the name of Chukwu Kikabiama, if your head did not go down for this video, you will know IPOB have not started doing anything. Mazonibi, that is all I came on air, and that is why I said, Biafrans, report that video to Facebook. Tell them that this goes against their standard, that this is the video of our leader, that they must pull it down. We do not want to see it on social media. We do not want to see it anywhere. And we are ready to take this fight head on. And those who have already shared this video, use this video, you will pay dearly for it. Thank you, Mazonibe. My name is Mazichina Sanworu. I am from Umirama once again. If you do not know, I am from Umirama. Let me repeat it. I am from Aba province. If anybody who think that IPOB have come to play, during this period, we are fighting to liberate our people from the hands of this Hausa Fulani people. If you think that you will be a blockage against us, I swear in the name of Chukwu Kikabiama, your head will go for it. Thank you, Mazonibe, and goodbye from here.
Thank you, Daddy in the Lord. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Mazonibe, good morning.
Yes, my sister. You know, when you just want to deceive more people, he will say, my people. But I'm not deceiving you anyway. Gawani Rubiku Adadunorama.
Amazonibe, I want to thank our leader, Mazin Namdekano and Uche Mefo, and all the principal office of IPOB. May God Almighty bless you all. Also, I want to talk about that the same video. That was the major reason why I called. Because a friend of mine, whom I've been for a very long time trying to encourage or ask him to join any IPOB member, but he failed. Keep on giving me one reason or the other, the reason he don't want to join, or he will join later. He was the first person that sent that the same video to me. I was like, wow. So bad news, that's what you want to give me about my leader. But all this while I've been telling you to come and join this struggle, you keep on saying one reason or the other. But now bad thing. That's the reason why. So people will always envy you. People will always want to bring you down. People will always want to say one or two things just to tarnish your image. They are trying to let people know that this is what our leaders is doing. But to me personally, I want to tell them, the whole world, or whomever that have seen that video, that they have failed 100 times and they will continue to fail, because this is somebody's private life. Even the first person that bring this rubbish thing in the social media is very stupid person, because if someone should do the same thing to him, he will not like it. So I want to urge all IPOB members, we should remain resolute. Don't fear. Nothing has happened. Nothing bad has happened. It's the evil people are working so serious, so hard to bring IPOB family down, but they will not succeed. We'll keep on going up. We'll keep on moving up. They will fail and continue to fail. And IPOB, Biafra will be restored, no matter how hard they have tried to bring us down.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Onyibe.
Thank you.
And God will give us strength to continue our struggle. And at last, Biafra shall be restored. And no man on earth, no woman that will stop it. Not even robots, whoever, nobody will stop it.
Yeah,
Biafra shall be restored. And evil demons, they will be put to shame. The evil, the baby saboteurs, all of them will be put to shame. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, my sister. We must continue. Our people will understand. I have self-control. I try not to talk about the video circulating just to tarnish the image of our leader, but then I said I would say about it at the end of the program. It really doesn't matter. Please send more video. Send more video. But that's as it may be. Let it remain there. This is Radio Biafra Israel. We are signing off from here. I am signing off from here. Biafrans, remain focused. What we want is freedom. We are not here to judge a matrimonial issue. We are not here to judge a traditional law. We are not here to judge Sharia law, not even the secular law. We are here to demand our right to exist as a human. Nothing more, nothing less. Every other thing is just by the way. You know, the Bible in the book of Proverbs say, respond to a fool or he be wise in his sight. It also says, do not respond to a fool or you look like a fool. Sometimes we choose to ignore them. Sometimes we respond to them. So they will not be wise in their own side. As I sign off from here, I must make you understand one thing, Biafrans, that we love you. I personally love you. Day one. You are wonderful people. Sincere apologies to those who couldn't access this platform this morning. It's not my fault. Sincere apology to the platform that is coming up now. I'm sorry for taking much of your time. My daddy in the Lord came up online, and I really can't do anything. Sincere apology, I must tell you. I must say, those of you who are able to call in, you're a darling. I truly love you. You're a darling. Remain focused, remain blessed, remain Biafran. In Chukwuokike Abiama's name, you see.
You go to lie on me rep with freedom or death. So boy only see. Oh yeah, Nina here. Nam di kano tota no madu tu makorota. Nam di nuche. Okay, kumende mbajuru wajiri bedrock. Na foto na zikupu rosimi. Ndo simi na bamba. Nelumba baraba hajere waya kupuli pesa kukwa kula makisi telekalo dada metu logora kuku. Akonu jabu mahadu mobu kuchine ye. Ngozi chinye ranyo nyechi paja kiwuya. Nyechi paja kiwuya. Hana bambo nelumba baraba hana chiwuya. Ndo haneze kwesi no chitanya ndibu. Hagari tura tunarego mahapi kuteribu. Ndibo sima hume kugine bote. Tia ndo haneze ndibu. Obrambote. Ona bunleka tunonjuma wemo no dipote. Unu puro ready made ways. Unu simi femna push. Oya nine bweke keme were kenke mwoya. Namdi kano tota no madu tu makorota. Namdi nuche. Oken kumende mbajuru wajiri bedrock. La foto na zikupu rosimi. Ndo simi na bamba. Nelumba baraba hajere waya kupuli pesa kukwa kula makisi telekalo dada metu logora kuku. Akonu jabu mahadu mobu kuchine ne. Ngozi chinye ranyo nyechi paja kiwuya. Nyechi paja kiwuya. Hana bambo nelumba baraba hana chiwuya. Nyechi paja kiwuya. Hana bambo nelumba baraba hana chiwuya. sympathizers were like, oh my lord, Nnamdi Kanu is too serious. He took away the hate, bro, love and peace to the indigenous. Right here on net, can we trace this type of counterparts? Where are the roots? These are the things we need to talk about. Behold, Israelites are found inside in Africa. This no big joke. If you test Costa, it's more like pop. Israel is the light, the roots where we tap. The reason why your Pharaoh never wanna let go is the dark day we face, in case you don't know. Pharaoh 9, the Kwagili, we are seeing a God of a singer, say paralyzed Sudan. You can't let them make much about it to read the book. You brought all you well and Billy man on Yagile Gufa. The dream of one Nigeria, Buru's the story, go to that. MK the brain boss, somebody wish to game over. Now I tell you, game over. Oh, Henny, the break came in when I can't get more here. Nnamdi Kanu tota no madu to makurota. Nnamdi Nuche. Okay, come in the baju, wajiri me bread rock. The fortune as a bupu zikupuro simi. Ndo simi na bamba. Yelumba baraba hajere baya kupuli besa kupwa kula makisi telekalo dada metu selokura kuku. Akono chabu mahadu mobu kechinenye. Ngozi chinyera nyonye chipaja kiwaya. Unye chipaja kiwaya. Ana bambo nelumba baraba hana chiwaya.